Now what's that look like to you? Or feel like? Where is it compared to wherever we've been? Let's see you do what I was telling Dennis to do, halfway back instead of little spots at a time.
So halfway back?
Yeah, what is halfway back? But if I was your teacher, the problem with somebody like you is you already know how to play some really amazing golf, but there's some things I would change. I would already want to mess with your grip a little bit. I would change your posture a little bit. I would change a few things. So I would change a few things with Jim Furyk too, if I didn't know what the guy's history was. So I gotta be really careful with somebody like you. You know what I'm saying? You're making hole-in-ones on par fours. You're shooting 60s. Now take it through all the way. So now perfect would be right here. You see that's perfect?
Yeah.
And now even perfecter, look at the leading edge of your club and see if it's parallel to the back of your left arm. Is it?
Yeah.
You're in a good spot. Decrease the weight on the outside of your right foot. Yes, good. Now you're ready to hit. Down the plane, just like that. So that would be hard for you to get into that swing plane because you stand very upright. So for me to get you on that plane, I would have to get you much deeper, but I don't want to mess with that because I don't know your swing. So I would have you more like, go ahead and hang on to the club. Grip it where you grip it, and I'm going to pull you into the posturing I wish you had. That would be more what I want. This would be, yeah, flatten that. Make your arch it. Not quite, yeah, that would be where I really want you. Stay there. That changed this. But this is an opinion or a theory, day one, and you're exploring an optional way to do things right now. We're not changing you. Now, take it all the way. That's an easier spot now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a great spot. Yeah, do that, nip turf, hit turf, clip grass. Take it back to here, boom. Identify that spot. This is a good spot to know where you're at. Halfway back is when the left arm is parallel to the ground. This is the same distance apart as it was. Your elbows are the same distance apart as they were at address. Now we take it back the rest of the way to this amazing spot. I'm purposely grabbing your shoulder. Don't let that drift anywhere. Nowhere, just there. Hide the shaft behind your hand or your club head. Don't see the club head. Maybe you barely can see the leading edge. Parallel to the back of your left. Okay. Great. Clip grass. See if you can find the ground, in other words. You know what I mean by that?
I feel like I'm reaching for it. That's why.
Well, that's why I'm not saying this is your new swing.
Yeah.
I said we're just exploring a little optional way to do things with somebody like you. Now see if you can hit the ground. Good. And this is, you got to hear the key words. You're out there, you can play golf for a living, your scoring average is under 70.0. I got to be really careful with a guy like you, so we're exploring a possible way to change things. If we wanted to explore a possible way to change things, decrease your knee flex, bend down more, less knee flex, decrease, and increase spine angle.
Okay.
And lengthen that. That feels weird to you probably. Does it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, now take it. But like Brendan Zastro said, if Tiger Woods did this swing, or this swing, whether it's Butch Harmon, Hank Haney, Sean Foley, he could go to David Ledbetter, he could go to me, he could go to Jim McLean. He's still
Or me. I could coach him.
Or Brendan Zastro. So lengthen this, get this closer to that. Yeah, hold that right there. This is like a great spot. Can you hold that right there? That's a great spot. Hit it. Wow, yeah. I mean, if you were just doing video cameras of your swing, that's like serious. If we were going for the look, but you already score, remember, I can't go for the look with Jim Furyk. He's got to be who he is. He's been doing it for too many years. Less knee flex. Stand up taller. More bend down deeper. Not this more, that more. Up knees, up knees. I didn't say up body. How do I say the word decrease? How do you make your knees less bent? That's all I'm trying to
Straighten
get you to
them.
do. Straighten your knees.
And then more like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You didn't show him how to go to the prom, Kent.
I know. I could have, but I didn't know if we had time. Do you want to go to the prom? Ooh. Is that good or what? Go. Wow. Actually, let's go to the prom. Stand up straight. Let me get a golf club because we need to do something together. I need a club to do it. So you're at the prom. You like the girl. You really wanted to meet her for like the last few years, and now you're at the prom, and there she is, and she seems to be alone, and you want to get the dance. What would be your best posturing to give her? I mean, you're not going to be slouching, I don't think. You're probably going to give her a little, I mean, you're not thinking only about her, but you're probably going to look the best you can. What would your posturing be like? Look in that mirror. Would you stand like this? Help me out.
Let's go like this.
Glue that to your tailbone and to your back. Now look straight away. This is two fingertips from your head. Look in the mirror to your right. This is that far. Now look back. That's where you are. Watch. Where am I? I'm going to do me, because you're going to do what I'm going to do. So I'm at the prom, and I'm going to be who. I'm not going to be somebody different. I'm just going to be who I am. How far is that shaft? It's glued to my, this visual aid is glued to my tailbone, my back, and it's X amount of distance from my head. How far is it from my head?
2 fingers.
Couple fingers.
Is this the way to a ball, or do you bend from here? Is that the way to a ball? So this is the way. If I was just going for the look, man, I'd have you looking. But that's, now your core is going to get involved correctly. A lot of discussion we could have on the value of having this kind of posture versus that. We're going to be like that. Now you're in a really strong place when I get, and a much easier place to get that plane, and it's going to be a lot easier to maximize your potential. And then maybe you'd be the tour player instead of the caddy. That's the truth. Okay, do it. And on the knee flex thing, I'm going to back up. Can you do me a favor and come over here, stand behind me, and put your club behind the neck like I am. And I'm going to stand so you can see the mirror and I can see the mirror. And you're going to copy a little drill. We're going to do a drill. Just get room so we can go turn and turn through. Turn and turn through. Keep going, back, forth, many times. Keep going. That represents a backswing. That represents impact and way through. Boom. Bam. And even do it more like on a baseball playing. Have your shoulders parallel to the ground. We're not golfing on this drill right now. We can do that later, but I want you to keep going. Transfer your weight to your right, the way it is natural, then to your left, back to the target, front to the target, weights on your back foot, weights on your front foot, your left knee goes a bit that way, right to the target, keep going. On some kind of 1-2 count, could be 1, 2, whatever your count is. Okay, that's simple drill. Easy. Stop at the beginning of the drill. Address position, let's call it. How much were you bending your knees during the drill?
Not very much.
Bend your knees a whole bunch for a moment. Just stupid. Now try the same drill. Are you just coordinated?
No.
Okay. Where was it easiest would define how much you should bend your knees. That would be a natural spot. Any different than that, now things don't work so good. I got you in a more athletic, but we're not playing third base, ready to go second or shortstop, ready to go that way or that way. We're in a golf position. That's how much you bend your knees or don't bend your knees. A natural amount. So then it's
that
not,
makes sense though.
yeah, because then ease of motion is a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Then it's easier to get this and to get that. All the things that are learnable are easier if your body works for you instead of against you. So now that's your new knee flex, and your stance width was a particular stance width when the drill was easy. Whatever that was, it was. Go with that as well.
Up there.
And you had balance.
Yeah.
Whatever the balance point was, it was all there. Now let me get you the posture like you're at the prom. Flatten that out. Good. This would be here. Yeah. I would actually take this and hide that thumb. This would be, that's the Tiger Woods grip right there. I have no idea. Now I'm messing with you. Perfect grip, perfect alignment, much better posture. Yes, you'll feel like you're reaching for it, who knows? But now we're on a different situation where we're going to be able to identify a proper plane. Okay, now, let's see your backswing. Do we like that? Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Hit the ball. Good. Do it again and now hit the grass. Pretend there's a ball. A little deeper. Good. Do you like it? Do you like it? You like it?
Yeah.
Hit it. Now do it again. But this time hit the ball. Like the mirror. Like the backswing. Look at the mirror, don't hit. Look at the mirror. Halfway. Over the top, look at the ball. Hit the ball. What a great throw that would be. That's how people can change. It's know where you start in the right place, know where you're taking it to, thus you're coming from the place. Static position, ball sitting there ready to get hit it. Over and over and over, over and over and over and over. One of the drills that Tiger Woods hates the most is this one. Let me put a ball. No, go ahead and hit, and then I'll put a ball for the next one. Okay, now I have a ball there. Remember what I told you in the beginning. You're exploring a possible way to change things. You already know how to shoot 60 stuff. So I'm being careful, but I am saying, here's a fun day in life where you could just explore this. For Brendan, I didn't say it that way. I said, man, you need to change. But he wasn't shooting 60.
He said, Tyler, you might have an issue. He said, Brendan, you have subscriptions of issues. That's what he said.
And he still invited me to Thanksgiving dinner.
And we're still friends. I
We're
still love
friends.
him.
Do you like your setup?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like it?
Mhm.
Hit it. That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see. Here'd be something that would be
Now,
really fun.
it may or may not be true. Pros and Joes, Tyler Wooldridge may or may not have beaten some of the Korn Ferry Tour guys in a practice round. Guys who will not be named on this channel. Unless you like and subscribe and send us a lot of money, then we might disclose who those guys were.
Oh, uh-huh. See, here's the thing. Not many people can have a lot of uniquenesses and go somewhere, like reach all the way to one of the top players in the world. And if they can get there by having these unique feelings going on in a good way for a few weeks, then where'd they go?
Yeah.
There's not many Tiger Woods that have this long-lasting career where they're going to dominate year after year after year after. Come on, that's not even possible. How can you do what he was doing? But he did it so much differently, correctly than everybody else. A person like you, had you learned the way he got to learn, I was in the same boat as you. Nobody made me learn the correct way, but I got really good doing it my way. And then when I did change, that's the Wild Bill Melhorn story. Man, I was a good ball striker. Wish I'd known that when I was young, because now I got to catch up with the Hal Suttons and the Payne Stewarts of the world that were doing it right the whole time. Woo, that's a battle, man. So, willingness to explore this possibility, 32 years old, who knows? Maybe you could have been a guy that's out there playing golf. Or maybe you could go to Q School and make it. I don't know. Maybe you're the player and he's the caddy. How do you know?
Now you're meddling.
I mean,
Did you hear that, Tane?
Mm-hmm.
Tane, are you ready to caddy for Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
I told you we played up at Ogden Country Club. We're up there for the Utah tournament. He wanted to play a match with me.
Oh.
So we played, and I played all right. I mean, it was a hard course. I shot 2 under, but he shot 10 under.
So maybe you're the guy shooting that 10 under.
I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, he sent me the scorecard.
They're moving the tournament to that course this year.
He's like, this is my you wouldn't make it in the NFL moment.
So listen to this. Put this on camera. So I'm at Florida International University, and my roommate is going to be Bill May. And it was scary for me because he had already been on the cover of Golf Digest or Golf Magazine, whatever, because he won the Junior Orange Bowl. He's the best player in the country. Him and Hal Sutton and Payne. There's a few people that are the best. And Bob Tway and those, Fred Couples, University of Houston. He's friends with all those guys. I'm not. I didn't know those guys yet. And I'm going to be roommates. And the cover of the Golf Digest, maybe Golf Magazine, you can probably look it up, where there's a Will, there's a May, because they got stuck on the freeway trying to get to the day one of the Junior Orange Bowl, Miami, Florida, and the traffic delay. They had to drive on sidewalks. They got off just in time. His shoes were in the trunk. They didn't have time until he got there. He made it to the first tee before they hit their second shots, and they let him hit, two-stroke penalty, got his shoes on the way to his second shot. 4 days later, he's Junior Orange Bowl champion. Where there's a Will, there's a May. And it talks about all the players he had to compete against, Hal Suttons and Payne Stewarts, and that's going to be my roommate. Okay, so I'm scared to death, and I'm not scared. I'm really knowing I'm blessed. I got to be really good friends with him, and we really got into skills challenges, and I took a lot from him because I've never seen anybody that's going to hole some long putts every single day of his life, and he's going to have a chip in or two every day of his life. Come on, man. There's no way. That's how good he was. It's crazy. And I'm hanging with him, rooming, so we're having skills challenges every single night. We're doing things to compete. So in years, then we graduate, and then we go to the Pinehurst. I qualify for the U.S. Amateur. He doesn't. So now I kind of have a caddy. Then we go home, and there's people that are really interested in looking at him and me, and they wanted to sponsor somebody, and it was him or me. I shoot 64. He shoots 69. I got the deal. True story. Caught live on tape. But he was better than me. Just like you're caddying for the guy that shot 10 under and you shot 2 under, but maybe what if you were doing, maybe there's little things that could make you the guy that's shooting those 10 unders. I'm just saying, putting it out there. How do you know?
Yeah.
When I learned how to change and do it right, I had already made All-American in college. After that is when I got good. I mean, my gosh. Do it. All you got to do is like this and go like that to there. It took me 6 months to change to get like that. And I thought, that's so unfair. That's why I wrote my first book, If I Only Had a Mulligan. If I had a mulligan, I would have had proper training the whole time, so I could have started right. Instead of one day along the line. Years later, going to Wild Bill Melhorn, he didn't want to teach me because I had this grip on the thing all wrong. He said, man, I can't be teaching you with that grip, dude. And that makes you go here, and then you got these unique moves because you have to go like this, all because you grip, and then you go here and here. If I change your grip, I'd be forced to change every single thing that I wanted, where you need to be. And he goes, I'm not really going to do this today because, man, it's a tough deal. I can't just change you today. You already made All-American. You already know how to play. And I said, but I want to change because I can't compete with these people. I'm out there playing with these guys, and they're better than me, and I want to be able to play with the Payne Stewarts of the world. And he said, but that'll cost you 6 months of your life and commitment to every day, 8 hours a day. Next week, he let me start learning from him. And then I started learning from him and committed to this, and I hated it. Hated it. Then one day, I promise, maybe 5 months later, after every single day at Fountain Country Club, Miami, Florida, standing there, hitting balls, whoosh, wow, that ball came off that looks like Hal Sutton's ball. Ooh, so does that one. Really? So I start here, go like that, then go like that, but I hate starting here. Now I know where to start, and then I go like that, and then I go like that. And then I came up with some of his terminology. Same thoughts, same feelings, from the same start point, at the same pace, tempo, or authority level. Give me another ball. Wow, give me another ball. Same thoughts, same feelings from exactly here, stick it there, go like that, ball after. And they're just like stringing it. I thought, man, that's people that play golf for a living coming out of my club face. This is crazy. And the problem was the sun was going down. And I was like, how am I going to wake up with this feeling tomorrow? But I kept saying, same thoughts, same feelings from where I don't like it, from the same start point, same pace, tempo, or authority level. Boom, give me another ball. Give me some balls. Darn, it's too dark. But I got in my head. I woke up the next morning, crack of dawn, went straight out to the driving range, didn't start with my wedges. I needed to be who I was that night before, 5-iron. I wanted to continue what I was doing. So I said, same thoughts, same feelings from the same start point, at the same pace, tempo, or authority level. Wow, I'm the same dude. Give me a ball. And then I couldn't leave the driving range that day. And then it became me. And ultimately, I could go through the set like that. And ultimately, wow, what if and that's when I got my vision of, man, I'm gonna write a book about this. That's so unfair. People that get to learn the right way in the beginning, and then people that get good doing it the wrong way, how good could they have been?
That's a big difference.
Whew, that's my story.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is why us Joes have to see pros.
Wow, pros and shows. Is that amazing? Thank you, Sir Brendan Zestro.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for Thanksgiving dinner at your house.